Joining us, I'm Blake Suniga here with Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz.
And now we take a brief look at the matchups for our tip-off coming moments from now.
And with these teams, so much talent on offense, you can see the precision they play with.
Yeah, and it shows up in the way they move around the floor. Everyone knows exactly where they're supposed to be.
It's also in the speed in which they set up their offense. They don't waste any time getting into sets.
Drills the three-pointer.
And everyone knows that Nurse can shoot it from distance. She likes to shake free from beyond the arc.
Outside Stewart. Jones.
Pass to Phoebish.
Just 5 on the clock. Stewart.
Reese defending.
Stewart with the bucket.
An emphatic three-point answer from Stewart, refusing to let the opposing team own the arc.
Now Nurse.
Cardoso.
And here's Ariel Atkins outside. Poked loose.
Here's Phoebish.
Inside, Jones. And she makes good on the layup.
Great job by Jones. So good at gaining ideal positioning and capitalizing.
Outside Atkins. And that comes off the assist by Courtney Vandersloot.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Now here is Stewart. For the basket. Her second of 2 attempts.
When you let Stewart get inside, you're just not going to stop her. Too much length, too much game.
And here is Vandersloot. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Now Cloud. Ionescu outside. Outside for Cloud. 5 on the clock. Good on the three-point shot.
Keeping the defense honest. Cloud forces them to pay attention to her out there.
Vandersloot with it. Outside Atkins. And again, it's the sky from deep.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I wasn't sure they should try to get the three right back like that, but hey, it worked out for them.
The putback, it's good on the putback.
Never gave up on the play. Stewart just doesn't quit. She's a well-rounded offensive talent.
Pass to Nurse. Nurse with the screen. Reese, defended by Stewart. Out to Atkins. In the hoop for her third make from the field. She's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
No mistake on that one. Good work all around.
And given all the success she's had in her career, Ariel Atkins definitely deserves more recognition.
She's a champion, a gold medalist, an all-star, and the first player in WNBA history to make an all-defensive team in each of their first 5 seasons. Put some respect on her name.
Great look, but off the mark. New York leading. Now here is Ionescu. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. The tray connects from three-point range.
Did you see how deep that shot was? There are truly no limits to what Ionescu can do out there.
Outside Reese. Pass to Cardoso.
To the middle.
Reese.
And she floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Well, that pick, it worked like a charm. A nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
Up top, Cloud. Defended by Atkins. Cloud outside. Sabrina Ionescu from outside. And again, it's the Liberty from deep.
They really set Ionescu up for success there. perfectly positioned with a good look at the hoop.
Pass to Nurse. Shoots the three. New York with the rebound.
Here's Phoebish.
Cloud outside. Back to Stewart. Now here's Ionescu. And a great assist by Brianna Stewart as that one goes in.
A lethal.
That I'm sure will change.
Picked by Reese.
From deep, Ariel Atkins gets a three-pointer to fall.
This game is off to a flying start.
Yeah, we're seeing some high-octane offense from both sides. This is much-watched basketball.
Let's hope they keep it up.
Here's Cloud. Pass to Stewart. Ionescu outside. Misses the three. Chicago trailing here. Vandersloot covered by Ionescu. And here is Vandersloot. Atkins up top. There's the trade.
Can they make some sort of defensive adjustment? Because guess what? She is killing them from three-point range.
And even when they have closed out on her, she's still knocking them down. I mean, this is just an unbelievable performance we're seeing right now.
Oh, some quick retaliation right there, huh, guys?
Yeah, it sure didn't take them long to go and get those 3 points back.
It's Kia Nurse on the wing. From past the arc, gets it to go from down.
Right back at you. Kia Nurse, so competitive, won national championships in college, was going to respond in kind.
Pass to Stewart. Takes the three. And again, it's New York with a three.
Yeah, good luck. If you're the player who has to guard her, it is never going to be an easy night.
Vandersloot outside. From deep, Ariel Atkins. That one's off. She's made 5 and missed 3 now. Tasha Cloud from outside. Chicago with the rebound. Pass to Nurse.
Picked by Reese.
Nurse outside. From deep. And that's good. Courtney Vandersloot for 3.
Well, you got to get out on Vandersloot, or she's going to make you pay from downtown.
Sabrina Ionescu from outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Wow, she has come into this game with her long-range game looking great. She could wind up with a crazy number of threes today.
Now here's Atkins. 14 points for her. Courtney Vandersloot for 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Ariel Atkins.
Yeah, I knew Vandersloot wouldn't let that three go. She's too competitive not to fire back.
Sabrina Ionescu from outside. And again, it's New York with a 3.
She is feeling it, shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
And how about Chicago in that 24 draft, taking Angel Reese 7th overall?
We're talking about a player who averaged a double-double her last 3 years in college. But maybe most importantly for the Sky, Reese brings attitude, leadership, and gives them an identity.
Now here's Cloud. Here's Ionescu. Atkins grabs the board.
Well, that's just not a sight you see very often because she has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when she's open.
Time called here. The Sky decide to talk it over. Chicago now. It's a 5-point game. There's outside. Pass to Banham. Williams. the bucket counts, and she's on her way to the line to try to make it a three-point play. She'll be shooting her first free throw of the game. The Liberty making a switch here.
One shot.
Johannes. Pass to Davis. Jones. Onyenwede covering. That shot by Burke. No good. Chicago with the ball. Trailing by 2. Now Banham. Here's the 3. One up, one down. She makes her first shot in this game.
One of the advantages for Nurse, she's 6 feet, so tall for a point, allows her to get a clear view of the whole court.
Here's Johannes. And they come right back with their own three-pointers.
Three's going down quickly at both ends.
What an answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back.
Everybody gets a 3.
Now here's Nurse. 6 points for her. And yep, it's good.
The defenders didn't really even get a sniff of her on that move to the iron.
Here's Jones. She knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. Indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain she beat the buzzer here.
And even with so much time left in the clock, they have to make sure they get this call right.
And every little play can make a difference. You got to get all the calls right when you can.
And Brian, how many games have you seen that are, decided by one basket?
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've seen enough. The basket will not count. The quarter had come to an end before the shot.
Yeah, it's still important to have a second look at it. The technology's available, so you've got to utilize it.
And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter with both teams all tied up. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter going. And taking a look at the Liberty performance here. Guys, what are your thoughts?
I think the roof is up, but get some people some umbrellas. It has been raining in here. A lot of threes.
Yeah, I'm a huge umbrella guy, but hey, when it rains, it pours. And they haven't let up from beyond the arc.
Pass to Burke. Goes back up, and there's the bucket as Jones finishes it off.
Well, Jones has a talent for owning the boards. Here she keeps the play alive and finishes it strong.
Here's Banham. Pass to Williams. Clock at 6. From deep. The rebound by the Liberty.
Sometimes just because you can make it from way out there, it doesn't mean you should try.
Kind of hypocritical coming from you, Tim. I mean, it wasn't that far out. Anyways, she could work for a better shot than that.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
I mean, that shot just becomes effortless for her when the defense is so relaxed like that.
Now here's Davis. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Jacks up a 3.
They grab their own miss.
Count the basket.
Crash the boards with purpose right there. Some hard-earned second chance points.
Pass to Allen.
Here's Onyenwede.
Guarded by Jones. Now Banham. And again, it's the sky from deep.
Of all the players you want to leave open out on the perimeter, she is the last person on the list.
Pass to Jones. It's good from long range.
Answering right back, John 12 Jones, a 3 of her own.
And former MVP Jonquel Jones made a finals appearance in her first season with the Liberty.
Yeah, and she also led the Sun to the finals while she was in Connecticut. Team Jones, just the ideal stretch big. 6'6", great length, about 38% from three over her career. If you have Jones on your team, you're going to win a lot of games.
The three ball, and again, it's New York with a three.
Credit both Jones and her teammate for setting her up. Once she catches the rock, it's gone quick.
Allen with it.
He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. From outside the arc, Rachel Banham, and that's good.
How about that for a response?
We'll give you a three, and then we'll take it right back.
It's turning into a three-point contest.
New York calls timeout. So both teams making some changes here. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Cloud outside, pass to Jones. Good for the fifth time in 5 shots. She remains perfect.
Give an assist there, not for a pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed her up and really just made that layup possible.
Here's Jefferson. Here's Williams, and she banks in the layup.
One of her real strengths, Williams can collect her teammates' misses, turn them into points.
New York in the lead. Sabrina Ionescu from outside. Add another one in the scoring column for her. She's 7 for 10 from the field.
Defense was pretty much non-existent there. Can't leave such a good shooter open like that. Come on.
Pass to Banham.
And Onion Wade picks up the foul. That's her first foul.
What a performance. Every three she puts up, it's going down. She is in the zone.
On offense, here the Liberty.
Cloud outside. Launches a three. Elizabeth Williams pulls it in.
They got lucky. And the defense is taking a big chance leaving her open behind the arc. And I'm not sure I'm okay with that game plan.
Now here's Atkins. 14 points for her.
Even though she missed it, she couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, they don't come much easier than that.
Pass to Jones. And here's Ionescu. Picked by Jones. And again, it's the Liberty missing. Here's Banham. She's got 12. To the paint. And Williams gets it to go.
Well, this is where she makes her money, in the paint. Williams can score many different ways down low.
Pass to Ionescu. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some.
What confidence to pull up from out there, and what skill to knock it down.
No getting her toes on the three-point line. She was way back.
Now here's Onion Wade.
Looking for her first basket still in this one.
But you go back to her college days. Onion Wade has put a lot of work into her three-point shot, and we're seeing the results.
Here's Cloud. The lead is 2. Outside Sabali. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Cloud. Fires for 3. A rebound by the Sky.
Even with every shot clanging off the iron, she seems determined to continue hoisting up these threes. But I think it's time to maybe take a step in.
And so it's New York with it. Now here's Cloud. Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu sinks the three-pointer.
Well, it looks like that last three definitely got Ionescu's attention. She goes to the arc with a purpose and drains the answer.
Now here's Atkins. Over Ionescu. And it's Chicago with another. Now here's Jones. She's guarded by Williams. She tries for three. And again, it's New York with a three. Chicago with the ball. It's a three-point game.
And this Liberty team, of course, features Brianna Stewart, Jonquel Jones, and Sabrina Ionescu. How about that big three?
One of the best we've ever seen. Stewie and Jones are former MVPs, and Ionescu could win one pretty soon herself. This is a loaded roster.
Now here's Jones. 12 points for her.
On an open look like that, she's just got a gift for making the weak coverage pay.
That's a surprising miss. She's almost always deadly when she's that open, even from way downtown.
Here's Cloud. Ionescu outside. Sinks the triple.
And Ionescu is inflicting major damage right now. The defense looks helpless.
Pass to Onion Wade. Banham, screen by Cardoso. Banham, no good. And here's Ionescu, covered by Cardoso. For three, and again, it's the Liberty from deep.
It's easier to find success in the pick and roll game when you have the kind of high basketball IQ Ionescu has.
Pass to Atkins. They waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Those two, they just keep going right at each other from deep.
A little one-on-one action we've got on our hands here, Tim.
I'm not complaining.
Now here's Cloud. Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu buries the long-range jumper.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball at one end with their own.
A three-point battle starting to take shape here.
Atkins with it, covered by Ionescu. Pass to Cardoso. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Great ball movement from Ariel Atkins, showing a willingness to get her teammates involved.
Jones with it. High arcing shot, and it's good on the layup.
It's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Pass to Onion Wade. Here's Banham. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. Rebound New York. And here's Burke. On the wing, Natasha Cloud. Pass to Jones. Shoots over Williams. And the Liberty getting another bucket right there.
Well, from this area, if Jones gets any room, any space, the ball's going in.
Left side, Atkins. Basket counts.
Really, she's been a bright spot for them. She's had a very efficient offensive performance.
Yeah, who knows how much bigger the lead would be if it wasn't for her shooting.
And so, that's the end of the first half. It's the Liberty. They're up by 6. And don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half to get underway. And no surprise, but Ionescu has been exceptional here, guys.
I know we've said it about a million times already, but I'll say it again. She's had a great half, scored a lot of points.
And in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half she had. She can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Jones.
Pass to Phoebish.
Now Stewart.
Reese defending.
And that one's good. Stewart. Chicago trailing here. Now Vandersloot. Here's Nurse. That's good. And so Courtney Vandersloot gets the assist.
And just thinking about players that do it all, who would you say is the most versatile player in the league?
Alyssa Thomas, for me. She averaged 15, 10, and 8 last year. Pretty much unheard of in the W.
That was an insane year from Alyssa Thomas. I mean, she could have won MVP for sure. But I'm going to go with Nafisa Collier. I mean, she does it all. She's all WNBA in terms of defense. She's averaged 21 points a game. She can pass it. She can rebound it. I mean, it's just an incredible talent.
90 seconds into the second half now. Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu hits it from three-point range.
How about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Yeah, terrific little back and forth right there, Tim.
It's been a lot of fun to watch.
To the inside.
Reese.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, look, one of the reasons they're trailing is because we haven't seen enough of that. She has to become a bigger part of her offense.
Loud outside. 6 to shoot. Nice move. And it's good on the land.
A nice little wrinkle to her game. At 6 feet, Cloud is a big guard. Helps her inside.
Pass to Reese.
Nurse.
Picked by Reese.
Nurse outside.
Now here's Cardoso.
Guarded by Jones.
And a basket by Cardoso.
Those 2 points, almost a sure thing when they're able to get the ball inside to that position.
And the Liberty call time here. And at 6'7", the strength and size of Camila Cardoso, so tough to handle.
Well, she puts that frame to work, doesn't she? She's a force inside and a very exciting young player.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Stewart.
Back to Ionescu.
Good. And Brianna Stewart gets the assist.
Given Ionescu's soft touch around the rim, defenses have to be extra careful about letting her inside.
Vandersloot outside. Atkins.
It's Kia Nurse on the wing. Picked by Reese.
5 to shoot. And she uses the glass on the layup.
Despite playing a lot off ball as a 2-guard, Nurse has developed a solid passing game.
Pass to Stewart. Ionescu. Stewart with the screen.
Over Reese. The kick out to Ionescu.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Nice to see she's found her rhythm here in the third quarter, and you can see her confidence. Everything she's putting up from long range, it seems to be going down.
Outside Atkins.
Outside Reese.
Beyond the arc. Cloud pulls it in. This one for 3. And again, it's the Liberty from deep.
And add another three-pointer to their second half total.
They came out of the break dropping bombs and are just not letting up.
You love to see that.
Pass to Nurse.
Cardoso up top.
Now here's Atkins.
Back to Cardoso.
Out to the wing. Where he Vandersloot for three. Trying to add a few more points to their lead.
And it's not rocket science at this point. Just stay with what you've been doing.
Down low. And she lays it straight in.
There are so many skills Ionescu has offensively, but her feel for the game, knowing when to dish it, it's just simply incredible.
Timeout called the Sky.
And while Brianna Stewart has a lot of years left in the tank, she's already in the GOAT conversation.
It's crazy. I mean, you know, she's had 5 straight top 3 finishes in MVP race. She's already won every award, every title, you know, in college, nationally, WNBA. She's on a path unmatched in the history of the game.
Vandersloot right side. Pass to Atkins. And that comes off the assist by Courtney Vandersloot.
With an unwavering work ethic, Atkins has just about mastered the 3-ball.
Ionescu outside. Takes the 3, and again, it's New York with a 3.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I wasn't sure they should try to get the 3 right back like that, but hey, it worked out for them.
From deep, Ariel Atkins. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
Nobody, and I mean nobody, will outwork Ariel Atkins. She's passionate about the game and genuinely wants to do well.
Ionescu misses. Pass to Vandersloot. Nurse. Ariel Atkins on the wing. They double her with Ionescu. Shot clock at 6. And again, it's the Sky from deep.
Such a solid shooter. Nurse has a quick release, makes her dangerous off the feed.
Cloud with it. 8 points for her. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Looks like she took that last 3 a little personal.
Hey, do you blame her? That was some payback right there.
Outside Atkins.
Screen by Cardoso.
And that one's good, Atkins.
Give an assist there, not for a pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed her up and really just made that layup possible.
There's a screen by Cloud. 3-pointer, Brianna Stewart. It's rebounded by Vandersloot.
Surprising miss, wouldn't you say? I mean, she usually devours those wide open opportunities.
Pass to Nurse.
And here's Cardoso.
And here's Ariel Atkins outside. Here's Cloud. She's got 11.
Here's Phoebish.
Here's Jones. Count it. And she's now 8 of 9 from the field.
Total dominance by Jones tonight. She loves getting to her spots and finding her rhythm.
Now here's Vandersloot. She has 6. From deep, Ariel Atkins.
Even without that 3-ball dropping for her, the defense should have done way more on that last play.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to be better as a coach. You can't stand seeing her having that much space to get her shot off.
Vandersloot with it. Picked up by Stewart.
Pass to Cardoso.
Back to Atkins.
Now here's Cardoso.
Nurse up top. Launches it.
That shot is good. Camila Cardoso making the play.
Making a big difference from long range tonight. That was a big shot right there.
They've got time, and if she can keep stretching the defense like she has been with the 3-point shot, that lead could go away in a hurry.
And the foul called on Camila Cardoso.
That is her first foul of the game. The Sky making a switch here.
Pass to Phoebish.
Ionescu up top. Shot clock at 5. And again, it's the Liberty missing. Chicago trailing here. And here's Atkins. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
You know, you simply cannot say enough about her individual performance so far, even if the all-around team effort has been lacking.
Pass to Stewart. Ionescu. To the inside. Here's Burke. From the arc. Ionescu misses. And here's Atkins. She has 40. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Breanna Stewart. That is her first foul of the game.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
Now Jefferson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for her first points of the game. And Williams gets it to go.
You want the ball in Jefferson's hands. Just a fantastic decision maker.
Pass to Harrison. Davis. There's Jonquel Jones with the three. Atkins grabs the board. Just 5 to shoot. With some arc. And no good. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth. It's the Liberty. They're up by 5. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Jefferson with it. Shoots over Cloud. Shots good by Jefferson.
I love when Jefferson hits the mid-range. It's a shot that's perfect for her game.
Bird, she's covered by Allen. Pass to Cloud. From downtown. Good. And Sabrina Ionescu gets the dime.
Well, tired legs affect you at the defensive end first. I think that's what's happening here.
You nailed it. And as much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
Williams with it. 6 to shoot. Now Banner. That's in. It's her 5th field goal, and she's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Cloud outside. Lets the three fly. And again, it's New York with a 3.
This is what you love to see. Natasha Cloud operating in the pick and roll and finding ways to cash in.
Pass to Williams. Onion Wade up top. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, good job working it down low and getting the high percentage look.
Elizabeth Williams.
Ionescu outside. Outside Sabali. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Here's Jefferson. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. To the paint. And Williams gets it to go.
What movement from Williams. She's dangerous in the pick and roll going to the hoop.
Pass to Burke. Back to Ionescu. Inside. Here's Sabali. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
She did so well to lead her teammate right to the ideal spot. That's the kind of playmaking coaches like to see.
Pass to Onion Wade. Here's Williams. That one is good again. She is 6 for 8 from the floor with that basket.
He got caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance points.
They need more effort than that on the boards. That can't happen.
Absolutely.
Now Harrison. Back to Ionescu. And she finishes nicely on the layup.
They've been able to depend on her offense all game, guys. She's just not wasting any chances, any shots she's had.
And if they want to make things even easier on themselves here late in the ball game, I got an idea. Just keep getting her the basketball.
Well, neither team having much trouble putting the ball in the basket.
Not at all. Both teams content to just try to outscore each other.
Makes for a fun game.
Back to Cloud. Three-pointer. That shot off. Sky trail.
And here's Banham.
Pass to Allen.
And here's Banham.
And again, it's Chicago with a three.
There is no way, and I mean no way, a player like her can be left wide open like that.
Right side, Sabali.
Pass to Burke.
Ionescu.
The 19-foot shot. And she didn't get quite enough under that one. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control. That's a shot she's got to hit. You don't get too many better looks from that range.
Bangs home the trifecta.
This is her game. Ionescu is a scorer and stays active on offense. You love her confidence.
Fires from deep. Chicago the rebound.
Williams inside, defended by Harrison. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Liberty. New York in the lead. Outside, Stewart. Here's Fibish. Pass to Ionescu.
Shot clock at 5. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's the Liberty missing. And so it's Chicago with it. Vandersloot outside. From deep, Ariel Atkins. Good on the triples.
It's just cool to see Atkins have fun of playing the game. And I love how she brings great character and personality to her team.
Stewart with the screen. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Breanna Stewart. That'll be her second foul of the game.
Three's going down quickly at both ends.
What an answer. You come at me with the three, I'm coming right back.
Everybody gets a three.
Here's Chicago now. Trailing by 4.
Now here's Vandersloot. Three, Kia Nurse. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Liberty.
Now Cloud. Pass to Jones.
The kick out to Ionescu. Fibish. Back to Ionescu.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3. And again, it's the Liberty from deep.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Ariel Atkins on the wing.
Kick by Reese.
From deep, Ariel Atkins. And Jones pulls it down.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot.
Making it look so effortless. Once Stewart gets rolling, she's like an avalanche on offense.
Vandersloot with it.
Reese.
Defended by Stewart. To halt the run. And the shot counts. She's fouled. That's a chance for a three-point play.
So much excitement around this rookie class, including 6'3" Angel Reese. Good luck keeping her off the boards.
Lots of people excited about Angel Reese. We don't normally see rookies come into the league with an elite skill, but Reese already might be the best rebounder in the entire league. She set a college record with 34 double-doubles in a single season, winning a national title that year as well, back in 2023.
Loud outside. Pass to Stewart. Fires the three. And again, it's the Liberty from deep.
What a final quarter they're having from downtown. A bunch of threes falling for them.
And they might as well keep going back to the well. Work that perimeter while they're hot.
And work it to the final whistle.
Ariel Atkins on the wing. Puts up a three. Nails from three-point land.
She might not be the top sharpshooter in this league, but that's not a shot that D can afford to give to her.
Outside Stewart. Back to Ionescu. Let's go with a three.
It's Cardoso with the rebound.
And here's Atkins. Some solid defense from Brianna Stewart.
Ionescu, left side.
Pass to Stewart. Cloud. Three-pointer. Gets that one through the hole. Makes her 7 for 13 this game.
And once Cloud turns on the Jets, watch out, because she's going to keep after it on offense.
Time called here. The Sky decide to talk it over. Chicago trailing here.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's Atkins. The three. Knocks down the three ball.
Coach has to be furious. Obviously, a defensive lapse there. She is automatic from deep. If you leave her wide open, big mistake.
Pass to Stewart. Ionescu. Vandersloot defending. Back to Stewart. 4 on the shot clock. Over Reese. Again, the Liberty. Good for 2.
The mid-range jumper, something I love to see. Stewart's game is multifaceted, and I'm really not surprised to see her knock that one down.
It's outside. That's good, and so Courtney Vandersloot gets the assist.
And that's a winning play from Nurse, showing she's more than capable of hitting important shots for her team.
Now here's Ionescu. Defense right on her. And again, it's New York with a three.
The best result they could have hoped for in that possession. They got back all 3 points they just gave up, and are close to putting this game out of reach.
I'm not ready to say that just yet, Tim, but it sounds like the crowd believes it.
Yeah, Brian, I think the crowd is trying to will them to victory.
Out to Nurse. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And they are this close to putting it away.
Yeah, and they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock. And most importantly, don't turn it over.
Yeah, don't pull a Tim. Three-pointer, Sabrina Ionescu. And again, it's New York with a three.
I don't want to say that they're trying to run up the score, but they do keep adding up to that lead.
Well, if you won't say it, partner, I will. They're trying to run up the score here.
Thanks for saying that, Brian.
So it's New York winning this one. And some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
You got to defend your home floor, and they really seem to revel in confidence. This is what they came out to do here.
And that's a wrap, everyone.